Hey, Machiko.
Hello?
Hi, how are you?
I am not bad, thank you.
I'll turn you up here. All right, so what can I help you with?
I've done Mercy, Mercy, Mercy.
Okay. Can
Um,
I hear some of it?
yes. Shall I play?
Sure. I
Yes. Well,
That's all right. You can leave the camera like that.
yeah,
All right, perfect.
yeah.
Very nice. Okay,
Thank you.
a couple of things I want to tell you about. First of all, this section, um, though what you're doing in the bass there is great. I like it. I came up with that. A lot of times playing with players, though, they won't do that. They'll just stay on the B flat. So I'm just telling you, just so you know, if you're playing with someone else and they're not doing that, so you know why. Also want to get the rhythm of the first part a little funkier. So now what I want you to try doing is this. Just listen to just this part. So see that?
Yeah.
So see I can get it like really funky. And what I want you to try doing is you like put on like a drum beat. Right? And notice what I'm doing right here with that left hand. And by the way, you'll get a recording of this lesson, so don't worry if you'll be able to see the virtual keyboard and all that, okay? So listen for that snap in the left hand. And then here, like, these are all those scale chords. All that scale chord stuff, like, all right?
Yes.
Okay? Then you'll get the recording of all of that so you can listen back to it and see it, and you'll be able to see the notes that I'm playing.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, so
I thought,
that's good. Go ahead.
I know. I thought studio members can get a recording. I thought had.
Yeah,
Uh,
I changed it so that I'm going to be doing recordings because I'm only going to be doing the Skype lessons moving forward. I'm
yes.
not going to be doing the video coaching. So I'm going to record it for now. We'll see. Maybe in the future that might change, but at least for now I'm recording it for you.
Great. Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you did that. Did you do any improvisation over it?
I've done some of it, but I'm not very confident on my improvisation. Especially I'm good at I felt comfortable with the pentatonic scales,
Yeah.
but not other stuff like
This is what I like you to try doing on this song, okay? This song, I like you to try working more on your groove-based improvisation. And that's using those scale chords.
yeah.
So what I like you to do is just that kind of stuff. So now, in doing this, you basically have three chords that you're doing. It's a B flat chord, right? So you can do these kind of scale chords over that B flat, right? So it's basically all off of that B flat dominant scale, okay? But when you get to the E flat, now you're on an E flat chord, right? Right? And you use these scale chords. Okay? And a good lesson to check out is the preacher chords lesson. If you haven't seen that lesson on preacher chords, take a look at that. So, and then the F7, you can actually kind of still use that E flat because it gives like a suspended sound on the F7. So you hear like that kind of groove-based improvisation that I'm doing. So rather than it being like, rather than that kind of improvisation, instead I'm doing more like a chordal thing. You go into the song from there, okay? So you go into that part and then go into the song from there. So you could do that groove-based improvisation and just kind of like, so you see how you don't have to deal with the single line stuff? You could do more chordal groove-based improvisation. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Is it called preacher?
Yep, preacher chords. So Preacher, like preacher, like alleluia, preacher, preaching to the choir. So preacher chords. I'm gonna have Carrie send you send Machiko link to preacher chords lesson on new site. Do you have access to the new site now?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So she'll send you a link to it on the new site. All right.
Yes.
All right. So what other questions do you have?
I did the chicken. The chicken. I was really.
Let's hear that.
I know that I was stuck on. Yeah, I wasn't sure after A flat, A flat chord. After A flat chord, I wasn't sure which chord to play. I I couldn't.
Okay.
I wasn't sure which chord to play.
I'm not sure what it was that I gave to you, to be honest with you. But I can tell you this, that there isn't any, it's not like there's a specific progression that you should have been playing. I was just giving you examples of what you could do. So, so you could do this kind of sound. This is a real neat sound. So it's like you're on the B flat 7. And then you could go down to an A sus to an A flat sus. So the first thing you could do is you can move from that B flat 7 chord or sus chord and then move down to A sus, then down to A flat sus. So that's this sound. Let me play this for you. I'll play it a little bit slower. I'll play it like this. You can also end it by going down to A flat, G flat, then to an F. You can do it. And that's an F, F sharp 9. You can also throw in the sharp 5 there as well. So that'd be. I don't know what it is, that bass line always throws me. I gotta like work on that bass line. But then you could go back into the chicken bass line from there. So basically the chords are B flat sus, moving down a half step down to A flat sus, and then you can go back up the half step back to B flat. The other thing I did was I did B flat, down to A flat, down to a G, down to a G flat. So pay attention to the bass note. That's really where you're seeing that. So you know what chord it is. That's a G flat sus. Because up here, that looks like an E major 7 chord. And then when I went to the F, I did. And that's an F sharp 5, sharp 9. Okay? Or sharp 9, flat 13. However you want to look at it. Okay? So. My suggestion to you is, in listening to you play this, I play it slower and I try playing it with a drum beat. Does your keyboard have any drum beats that you can easily just do that and it starts to play?
Yes, I have another keyboard.
Okay.
But it's really light. But yeah, I can.
Okay.
Do that.
What you want to do is you want to make it so that you have drum beats handy to you that are just quick, easy, and you could just put them on without having to like do a bunch of fumbling around.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, okay. Yes. I'll try that.
All right.
Yes.
So that's good. All right. So what else are you working on?
Um, and
Now
and
remind me, can you do all 12 major scales?
sorry. Oh, yes. I did all the essential stuff, and but I haven't done the chord essentials.
Well, that
I'm
that would
stuck
definitely
in.
be something to work on. Now let me just make sure you can do this, right? So you could play like E flat major scale, two hands, two octaves, contrary motion like that. Can you do the contrary motion?
I can do this one, but I can't.
All
Yeah,
right.
I haven't tried this.
Okay, so let me show you what it is. I'm going to lay it out for you. This is what I want you to get to for 2017. Not for next week, not for next month, 2017, okay? So you have all year to work on this. I'll do it in C for you. So the first thing to do is just make sure you can do this. So play your scale, two hands, two octaves, like that. Okay, so hands together, two octaves. Once you can do the two octaves, then you go up two octaves. And then once you hit the two octave mark, you keep going with the right hand and go down with the left hand. Until you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 octaves apart. Then you come back. Then you move down. You make sure that you can do that on all 12 of them. All right, so all 12 scales, make sure that you can do this. Right? So my suggestion is we're coming into March, so that gives you 10 months to learn 12 scales. So my suggestion is if you did 2 a month, you're perfectly fine. Okay? So maybe do C and G for the month of March.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, that's great. Yes. Yes.
But that's the kind of stuff when you sit down to like, do your like, really making sure that you could do that, and then we can start getting into like doing chromatic scale and stuff like that as well. But let's start with the major scale. I can't tell you how important it is for your technique, for your improvisation, for your chords, all of it, to really know those major scales.
Yeah. 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 I did 7 chords, and I did bossa nova swing kind of stuff, and classical. The chord essentials, but I didn't do much on the scales. Um,
Okay,
so
yeah,
that's
so like just keep working on the scales, and then,
yes.
we got 10 months to finish it out, all right? So
Sounds great.
I think I'm going to do like a scale challenge, and we're going to like make it like, because I want to make it so I really want to highlight students that are working hard on this. So, all right, so anything else?
No, I'm fine with that. I've got enough stuff to do, and I make sense now. So
Perfect.
I am going to try them. Yes, yes.
All right, awesome. Well, I will get this video to you. You should get it, I don't know, half hour or so, okay?
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, thank you.
All right, take care, Machiko. Have yourself a great day.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
Bye.